Many pension schemes are re-evaluating their approach to risk and governance and calling on specialist global custodians to help. Northern Trust is one such custodian and, as Nina Warhurst reports, is helping clients control risk and manage ongoing change.
It's no secret that the world of pensions is changing, driven by an ageing population, the end of final salary schemes and pressure for stronger governance. The global custodian helps schemes with all of these challenges, but what exactly is their role? At a basic level, they settle trades. For example, when a pension scheme invests in shares, the custodian might process payments. Secondly, they service assets by holding them in safekeeping and collecting income, like tax reclaims. Thirdly, a global custodian will regularly report on the value of those assets, for example, providing quarterly reports. And as pensions face new challenges, the role of the global custodian evolves, for example, when it comes to helping schemes improve governance.
Historically, global custodians perhaps had quite a narrow focus on what they reported back to the pension fund. But increasingly what we're seeing is pension funds coming to their custodian and saying, actually, we want a more holistic view. So we're reporting back not only the assets that we hold for you as your custodian, but we're bringing in data from third parties. We're bringing in data about your direct property investments, hedge fund investments, your infrastructure investments, and working very hard to aggregate that data, to validate that data, and then of course report it back to you in a way that's meaningful.
The global custodian can play a major role as companies look to de-risk their schemes. At the energy group Total, the UK pension team were looking to insure £1.6 billion of pension liabilities for 7,000 former employees, using a pension buy-in where the insurer PIC takes over payments. But because the team remains responsible for meeting pension commitments, they had to maintain ongoing sufficient security and collateral.
Where Northern Trust really excelled was nobody had done a deal with this sort of structure in place before. So we were breaking new ground. We were breaking new ground with the insurance company, breaking new ground with Northern Trust, and what we managed to achieve was to get the three of us all working very, very closely, and actually ended up being able to put in place the security structure that we wanted to make sure that the collateral we had posted would cover us in the event of financial difficulties.
Total's drive to de-risk its UK scheme is part of a much bigger picture. 2015's second quarter saw buy-ins and buyouts hit a record high at £3.6 billion, compared to £2.5 billion in the same quarter last year. And 2014 saw a record-breaking £38 billion of pension scheme liabilities insured. That's more than double the previous record of £16.4 billion in 2013. As the market has exploded, the custodian is in demand. What is the value of pension providers coming to a custodian like Northern Trust when they are looking to de-risk?
When you're going through particularly a de-risking transaction, there's an enormous amount to do, and one of the key elements is moving, valuing lots of assets quite quickly in very short periods of time, providing auditable backup for people, so as when the transaction is finished, anyone can come in and look at a decent audit trail of what's actually happened. Custodians are experts in that. We're experts at valuing assets, we're experts at moving assets, holding assets, and reflecting them to who needs to know where they are. And so that's the element we really bring to this. It's that greater degree of control and auditable transparency to the transaction.
Northern Trust says that while solutions are being found to current challenges, it won't be long before the next one presents itself. But whatever the fluctuations, the global custodian can provide the expertise to help manage change and mitigate risk in a smooth and understandable way.